Hey, what's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the channel. And on tonight's live stream episode, I do, in fact, have a lot of stuff to talk about. So if you guys are new to the channel, have not yet got a chance to get subscribed, go ahead and subscribe for more content. And be sure to turn on all those beautiful bell notifications. So therefore, you won't miss out on any news, updates, PSAs, and much more as it all rolls out here on the channel. So with that being said, without further ado, chats are open. If you guys would like to join the chats, all is welcome as well. Please be respectful to myself and to moderators and all my viewers, because negativity on this channel will not be tolerated at any given time. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive on into it. First and foremost, I definitely do want to give a shout out to everybody from HP that has actually helped me so far. But as far as buying their computers, guys, I will not suggest buying anything from that corporation. However, HP Smart Friend, they're okay, but as far as their customer service goes, over the phone conversations, their customer service is absolute garbage. Occasionally, you'll find some that are very, very, very cool people. I should know that from firsthand experience. By the way, guys, I do have my laptop sitting next to me, as you guys can see. But basically what I'm saying is, if a part on your computer does break, like for example, if you dropped your PC and it's out of warranty, you might as well just go ahead and get you another computer. Save up as much as you can. Try to find the part that you need somewhere else. But if it comes down to the nitty-gritty, I would probably suggest possibly even getting rid of your HP computer and going with something different. Also, guys, I also have more news for you as well. Linux, however, it's not Linux himself, but Linux is now being loaded with AI against the developers' consent. So definitely watch out for Linux, guys, if you are strictly against AI. And just to let you guys know, I have nothing against Linux. I just have a lot of things against AI, because AI, what they're doing with that is they're using that to track everything about you and get to know a lot more about your personal life without your consent. Your smartphones and everything else also have AI, and there's a good possibility you may be using AI devices and probably not even realize it. So whoever's pushing this trend with AI, I hope you get sued. So that's just my personal opinion on that as well, because people do have a right to privacy, and it falls under the Privacy Act of 1970. And by the way, guys, I'm not a licensed attorney. I do know a lot about rights, and I'm basically teaching you guys exactly how to protect your rights. Also, guys, when it comes to corporations tend to suppress the right to free speech. Let's give them a reminder of who put them there to begin with. So if it weren't for customers like us, corporations would not exist. So we, the people, still have the power. But if you definitely want to check out different computers and stuff like that, definitely go to their website, or definitely check out a website and check out and view all the ratings, comments, and much more before you make your alternative decision. Because if it comes down to the nitty gritty, if it comes down to like contacting HP, their customer service ratings, I've showed you this, guys, online. And matter of fact, I'm going to show you again tonight exactly what their ratings are. So here we go, guys. I'm going to pull it up. And I will show this to you guys as well. This is what I typed in: HP customer reviews. And I'm going to pull this up. As you guys can see, HP.com, their ratings is exactly a staggering 1.2 star rating, and they have exactly 9,356 views. That is absolutely terrible, guys. So if you guys are thinking about getting a computer, definitely avoid this brand here. I mean, if you feel the need to get an HP computer, go ahead. But once that warranty expires, and say, for instance, a part on your computer breaks, I hate to say this, guys, but you're probably going to wish like hell you never bought a HP computer. But also, when corporations think that they're going to try to push their policy on you, their policy only applies to them. They're the ones who work for that corporation. Their policy does not apply to you, the consumer. They, I tried to do, and I figured I would test that out myself. And as a matter of fact, I was actually right. And apparently, it must have got into quite a few of their feelings. I told them it's fact over feelings. So HP, if you're actually watching this YouTube live stream, you people really need to do better, because your customer service is absolute garbage. So there has been a few people, like I said, who has actually helped me out quite a bit for the most part. And for those who actually took the extra steps to provide me with accurate and adequate support, I definitely do thank you as well. And I'm sorry that you have to be, I'm sorry that you guys are kind of caught in the middle of this. You guys have nothing to do with that. So again, my deepest apologies, but everyone else, they're at HP, and I hope that the higher ups are seeing this. You should really tell your employees to do better, because that right there, and in case you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm going to pull this up again. For all the higher ups that are actually seeing my channel right now from HP, this is your guys' ratings right here. Let me shrink this down. HP.com. This is unacceptable. You guys really should do something to change the integrity of your business. Because I am also a customer of your guys' business, as you guys can see here. And as you guys can see, I don't know if you see that or not, but as you guys can see there as well, definitely do go back and check out some of the recordings on your systems, and definitely have a major, and not a major, but definitely go back and have an emergency meeting with all your employees, because you guys are going to lose a lot of business. I hate to tell you that, but kind of left no choice at this moment. So I think you guys really need to do a lot of work on your business infrastructure, and start monitoring a lot of your employees. So that's all I have about HP right now, guys. But moving on to bigger news and much more. Now that I have officially took care of all of that, um, and guys, just to let you know, one more thing about HP. They're also using artificial intelligence to record your voice and your interaction, but you also have a right to tell them that you do not consent to their recordings. Well, their policy is they're supposed to shut the recording down based upon your request. But evidently, I told them that from the beginning, and they did not shut down the recording. So I think sooner or later, I'm going to have to find me an attorney, and it looks like I may end up having to file a lawsuit against them. But guys, know exactly what your rights are. If you know you have rights, use them, or the corporations will trample over every single one of your rights. This is something they probably don't want you to know. And I'm going to go ahead and put this out here. If you guys ever come across somebody with an accent and they tell you to keep everything professional, the First Amendment is a constitutional protected right. And if you're living on, and if you have a residential, if you're in a residential area and you're on private property, you are also protected under federal law. The First Amendment does not give a corporation the right to strip you of your rights. Stand up to these corporations, guys, because we're the ones who put them, we're the ones who contributed to putting them together. And if we all contribute, we can also put them out of business. That means massive layoffs. And that right there will eventually force them to shut their doors. So I digress. Because that's going to place them in a financial bind. And that right there would be their own fault because they try to push their policies onto their customers. Uh-uh. Again, guys, like I've said, that policy only applies to them. Policy is not law. And when you quote laws to them, they tend to have a tendency of squirming in their seats when you tell them when you confront them about your legal rights. So anyway, I'm pretty much to the point of almost being done with HP. So I did, in fact, tell a few employees yesterday that I may be switching to Alienware. And again, guys, like I've said before, they'll try to, HP will try to pass off their PCs as new. A lot of those are probably refurbished, repurposed. And often, actually, very, very, very often, certified as new. Let me break this down for you guys. So, anytime a computer manufacturer builds a computer, from the moment that PC is turned on, all the way through testing, it's used. And then they'll shut the computer off, they'll package it up, they'll ship it off to a sales department. So this is not a form of technicality, guys. So anytime you think that you're buying a brand new computer, it is not exactly brand new. It's used because they use it for testing. They want to make sure everything is working fine. and they'll ship it off. But once the warranty is gone, and it's a year or two down the road, and you're basically calling in for replacement parts, you'll probably end up having to call them back 6, 7, 8 different times, guys, if not more. And they'll probably try to give you the full runaround like they're notorious for doing. And then again, about 95% of the time when you do go to call them, they'll 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 basically tell you, do you mind if I put you on a brief hold for a few minutes? They'll hang up on you. It's like they don't want to be bothered. And that right there, guys, that's very bad for business. And now you see why they have the ratings they have. Check out the customer complaints against them as well. And as you guys see right here, what I typed in, you guys can check out Reddit. You guys can check out different places. And here's a website, right? And you guys can also go right here to file a formal complaint. I wouldn't recommend filing it here because if you go to that website, more than likely that corporation will probably take that down. Your best bet is to contact the Federal Trades Commissions and the Better Business Bureau. Right here, guys. HP Incorporated, Better Business Bureau complaints. Let's check this out. Look, let's get these cookies and all this other garbage out of here. This is stuff they don't want you to see, so this is why they put this right here. So you can hide the message. Here you go. Check this out, guys. This was in June of 2024. This is public, guys. Initial complaint, and they're saying supposedly it's been resolved. I don't think it has. And look how long that complaint is, guys. Just look at that. Business response. As you guys can see, they tend to cover things up. Here's another complaint. Go ahead and screenshot it. Let me get my finger out of the way. If you guys want to take screenshots of it, feel free to do so. Holy shit, guys. Initial complaint right here. Last year's failed shipment. Yeah. Look at these complaints, guys. It seems like they're getting longer and longer. Look at this. And these are from various people. There's 221 pages of complaints. Look at that. HP Incorporated and the complaints department. So as you guys can see, point well proven. That's one reason right there of why I will not buy any more products that says HP on them. I had a they had sent me a refurbished laptop. And guys, just to let y'all know, HP sent an update. My computer crashed. I sent my computer in, and it took 3 months to get the computer back. If I would have known then what I knew now, I would have just reinstalled the operating system. That probably would have taken at least, I don't know, 10, maybe 15 minutes at best, at minimum. So there you go, guys. Now you know the truth that was hidden with HP. Also, guys, I'm going to show you, and now moving on to another topic, we're going to be talking about Steam. So if you guys are, in fact, if you do have an account open, if you have a Steam account and say you're having issues with that account, it's very simple, guys. Come down here to this little arrow icon here. Go up to Steam, click on that. See, this is what I mean by their computers are garbage. Let's try this again. Click on this little arrow icon right here. Go up to your Steam app. Click on that. You'll open up settings. You'll see this pop up right here. Go into your settings here, guys. You don't necessarily have to do it in this exact order. Now that you actually got Steam settings open, I'm going to show you guys how to fix your library. So what you're going to do is you're going to look for where it says storage in your Steam setting. Click on that. And over here, guys, you'll see this big, long loading. You'll see this memory bar. This is connected directly to your hard drive. Come over here to these little three dots right here. Come over to these little three dots right here. Click on that. And right here in the middle, you'll see where it says Repair Library. Go ahead and repair your library. That pops up. Just go ahead and accept that. Repairing library folder, C program, files, 80, x86 x86 Steam. Just let that run. Once it completes, you'll see that it says done here at the very end. Then once it says done, just go ahead and close it out, guys. You should be good to go. No matter what system or no matter what version of Windows that you're on, Windows 10, Windows 11, this works for both systems. Works for any computer, really. Hang on a second, guys. I'm going to shrink this page down, and I'm going to show you on my computer. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to do the exact same thing. Come down here to this little guy right here, click here, go up to Steam, Steam settings, click here. And as you guys can see over here, that says done, but I'm going to go ahead and close this all out. And I'll show you what I'm talking about on my computer, guys. So once you come up here, you get Steam settings open right here. Come down to storage. Come over here. These little three dots. Click here. Repair library. Accept those terms. Now, guys, this is what's happening. Library is in fact being repaired. Repairing library folder, C drives, C programs file. Okay, that's done here. So once you see the word done at the end, just come down here to the X, or just come down to that little blue thing there and opt out. Or what you could do, try that there, repair your library, come up here to documents. No, I'm sorry, not documents. Steam Cloud. Okay. Storage Cloud. Okay. Yeah. Come up here to downloads. I did say documents. Sorry, guys. Come up here to documents and then come over here and clear out all your cache files. Left click on your mouse. And there you go, guys. It will not officially, it will sign you out, but Steam does have a full record of your library. So all that will be backed up. But what that's going to do is let me show you. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to demonstrate this. So therefore you'll know. Go here, click on Steam, go to settings, downloads, clear cache files, confirm. It's going to sign me out of my Steam account, guys. As you guys can see right here, who's playing. Go down here to the bottom to your email, click on that. Waiting for network. This is what it's going to do. Then once it verifies the network, logging in, and of course, there's the email associated with it. Look at this, guys. As you can see, go ahead and close that out. And I'm going to shrink this down. You will not lose any games of any kind. So I definitely do hope that this does help you guys out. If so, leave a like, smash that heart button. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and get subscribed for more content. And again, like I said before, be sure to turn on all your bell notifications. So therefore you'll be able to be notified each and every single time I live stream, because I do upload videos 3 times a week. That's Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays from 8 o'clock to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But so far, I've been reducing my time down to 9 o'clock p.m. Depending on how many people I have up here or how many people I have over here in the chats, I could stay on as late as 10:30. So again, guys, I'm going to show you how to do this all the way from the beginning. Come over here, click this little arrow icon right there in the bottom left-hand corner of your taskbar. Go up to your Steam folder, click this, go to your settings, open that up. Now, if you want to validate a game, no worries. I got you covered here, guys. You just go into your Steam folder. Hang on just a second. I know that's pretty small, guys, but obviously, let me close that out. I'll go back to my actual page. But here's what you do, guys. You go into your Steam page. It works for all PCs, guys. If you're playing Steam on PC, fantastic. Go into your library. This is why I don't really trust HP computers anymore, because it's all absolute garbage. Come over here to your settings on here, or you can come down here to the bottom. So either way, it'll still take you to the same spot. Then just scroll down here to properties. Then you're going to look for where it says installed games. Once you see installed games, you're going to check the validations of your game itself. Hang on a second, guys. I will show you how this is done. All right, so once you open up your Steam folder, guys, you're going to see your settings menu, like per se, like right here. Click on your settings menu here, go down to properties, and you're going to look for where it says installed files. So this is not the game I'm going to want to use. For example, I have FS25, so I'm going to do the same here. Go to installed files, and right here, verify integrity of this game, or sorry, verify integrity of game files. Click on that. You're going to see this go from 0 to 100. Once that hits 100, it is in fact validating right now. As you guys can see, it's verifying integrity of files, and this will tell you exactly how many files are associated with the game. So as this is going up in percentage, it is also documenting how many files are associated with the game. So if you have a very big game downloaded, guys, this will also count those files as well. So right now we're at 37%. And as you guys can see, it's still climbing right here. And down here at the bottom, you'll see it loading. You can also come down here to the bottom and click anywhere on this loading bar right here, and it will basically pull up as if it's updating. You'll get the same exact results. But if you guys have a game that's got a huge file, this may take a little bit longer. But if you have a smaller game, it won't take as near as long. All right, guys, we're at 97%. And validated. All 39,700 files successfully validated. That's exactly what you want to see right there. If you have a big game, you definitely do want to do that. If you want to back up your files, I definitely do recommend that. Or if you're having issues with the game, if it's not loading or if it's kind of skipping, you guys can also switch this from your hard drive and move your game to a different hard drive system in your PC. Then try to relaunch the game there, or what you can also do is come down to the game itself, left click once, then right click, and you can also run that as your administrator. You won't see it here, guys, but in order to do that, I can show you how to do this as well successfully. Come up to the game that you want to check out, right click right here in the bar, left click to highlight the game, right click, and then go to manage. Once you see manage, go to the other box next to it, and then go to browse local files. Once you browse local files, you're going to come down to the game. You're going to left click, right click, and again, guys, you can also run that as your administrator. So this will basically put your game to the top of the list as your #1 priority. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave a comment over here in the chats, or feel free to drop a comment down below in the comment section. Let me know exactly what your thoughts are. Hopefully this does in fact help you out. So if you guys have any future issues with the game itself, I do believe I showed you guys exactly how to fix that, or how to somewhat come close to fixing it. But most of all, always use the uninstall button as your last resort, because if you uninstall it, you reinstall it, you're probably still going to have the same issues until you can figure out exactly what's going on. So that could potentially add more to the problem itself instead of actually addressing it. So in a way, that would be kind of like putting a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound. So and always make sure that your computer is up to date. Make sure your drivers are also up to date as well. Definitely check out your graphics card. Make sure you update that. And if you got a computer and it's running NVIDIA, if you have a NVIDIA hard drive or something to that source of nature, make sure that all your drivers are up to date. Make sure your system is up to date. And make sure that your hard drive is also up to date. So if you guys don't know exactly how to do that, I'm going to show you right now. So here's what we're going to do, guys. I'm going to turn this around this way so you guys can actually see the computer. Say you want to update your hard drive. Fantastic. Here it is. Come down here to this little icon right here. Right click. Come up to where it says Device Manager. Left click. You'll see a window pop right there. Once that pops up, you're going to want to look for display adapters right here. Come over to the arrow, left click. This will show you exactly what your graphics card is. You can right click that, update driver, search automatically for drivers. Okay, now it's going to do it automatically, but if you do it manually, that could be a little bit more time consuming. Search for updates, or search for updated drivers on Windows Updates. Click that and go there. Once you see that pop up, guys, I'm going to come down here to the bottom. This would be the drivers. This is your main hard drive, which is your C drive. If you have one that does not have a disk, come up here. Now we're going to check for updates. I've already done this before the stream, guys, so I figured I would do this also on stream. So therefore, if you guys have any issues, check out the live stream. If you guys, once you get past me going on about HP's customer service. So this will tell you if there's an update available. It should, okay, right here it says up to date. So you guys can see the green check mark right here. Now that that's done, click out of that, opt out of there. Now I'm going to check my hard drive for file system errors. So I'm going to come up here to my recycling bin. All right, now that this is already open, I'm in my recycling bin here. I'm going to scroll down to this PC. All right, I got three hard drives here. Windows C. I'm going to right click there, scroll down to. You're going to click here first. Then you're going to come up here and right click on anywhere in this box, guys. Right click, scroll down to properties. You're going to see this page here open up. What you're going to want is tools. Click your tools. This option will check the drivers for file system errors. Okay, so go ahead and check that. Even though it says you don't need to check the drive, go ahead and scan it anyways. Now, if it says about or if it says estimated time, that's just your computer's time config that's built into your PC or programmed. This is part of the installment, guys. I'm not really installing anything. I'm just checking for file system errors. So, okay. Even though it said even though it said whatever the last moment it said time-wise, that is not always the case. It'll tell you a specific time, but it'll just blow right through that. And once you guys reach this point here, your drive was successfully scanned. Go ahead and close that out. Leave this one open. Now we're going to come down to defragment, optimize, C drive, optimize. C drive is your solid state drive, but you have other internal drivers. Now I'm going to optimize. This should not take any more than 10 to 15 seconds, 30 at most, depending on your computer. Once that's all done, guys, just go ahead and opt out of everything here. And there you go. I just successfully showed you guys how to scan your hard drive for file system errors. It's very simple. Everything is straightforward. If you guys missed it on the last run, you guys can always go back and check out the video prior to doing all of the above. So there is more than one way to fix any ongoing issues that you may possibly be encountering. So if you're still having issues with that, there's one more trick I'm going to show you guys as well. If you're actually having major issues with your computer, like say for instance, you're constant, excuse me guys. Say for instance, your computer's freezing up. I'm going to show you how to fix that. So the first thing you're going to want to do is come down here, left click on this. You're going to look for, again, your settings. Once you pull this page here up, go directly to system. And you're going to see a whole plethora of options to choose from. Scroll all the way to the bottom and look for recovery. Once you find recovery, I'm not telling you to factory reset your computer. Come down here to the second one from the top. Fix problems using Windows Update. Come over here, you click on this, you're basically reinstalling your operating system. But if you're actually still having issues with that, go into your command prompt center and see exactly if your safe boot is enabled. And then try to reinstall your program. You don't actually have to check your safe boot. It should automatically download. It should reinstall your operating system to the actual latest version. So that right there will also help update your computer. But always, like I said, guys, make sure that you update your PC quite frequently. If you see an update available, just go ahead and update it. But if it mentions anything about AI, I would skip over that. Wait till the next update shortly after thereof. Always check your computer for updates. Update your hard drive. If you're having audio issues, go in and do a hardware diagnostics, if that makes sense to you guys. Evidently, there's probably some people, if you guys are new and I'm talking way above your head, let me know in the comments and I will make it a separate video and show you guys how to to do exactly what I'm mentioning. This right here will also help optimize the performance of your PC. Definitely do optimize. Check your software, check your hardware, check it all, guys. Make sure everything is up to date. And once you do that, you're absolutely fine. Oh, and about Farming Simulator 25, I'll get to that here in just a minute, guys. I just used that as a primary example. But anyway, so moving over to the next topic, guys. If you are in fact trying to download Farming Simulator 25, two of the major requirements that you're going to need, you're going to have an Intel iCore 7 processor for your PC, or you can also run AMD. If you're trying to download that on PlayStation 4, it is not compatible for that console. Giant Software is in fact using Engine 10, which is basically a later version of the previous engine that they have been using, because the graphics are so high that you're going to have a 3070 graphics card. Actually, you could probably run a 3060, but you could probably run a 3060 or better. But make sure that you have an NVIDIA 3060 graphics card, or 3060 graphics card or better. Make sure that you have a really good capture card, and also check out everything else. If you are wondering if you can actually download Farming Simulator 25 and you actually have an AMD processor, you guys are in fact covered. You guys can also purchase the game on Steam. And you should be able to download that. That game is also available for Xbox S and Xbox X Series, and also, I do believe, PlayStation 5. So if you own a PlayStation 4 and you're trying to download Farming Simulator 25, guys, bad news. I hate to be the pallbearer of bad news, but I'm going to deliver this anyway. That is not going to be compatible for your device. So you might want to think about possibly upgrading if, in fact, you definitely do want to play Farming Simulator 25. But if you do have the updated systems, due to the content with high graphics demands, your computer or game console may possibly run a little bit hotter than usual. But if you notice, if your game starts freezing up and so forth, shut down your system, let it cool off, and then go back and try it again. You may need to enhance your cooler, but other than that, you should be good to go. So if you guys do have questions, comments, concerns, or anything else in reference to that, feel free to let me know over here in the comment section, or feel free to drop a comment right down here, right down below. And if you guys are in fact having issues with certain things, either way, I will definitely try to answer everybody's questions as quickly as possible. I'm not the type of person to give false information. I'm not the type of person to give misleading information, misinformation, or disinformation if it has to be politically correct. I don't have to be politically correct, guys. This is my channel. I'll say it how I see it. So, if you guys do, again, if you do have the AMD processor, if you do have an AMD system, you're good. You can download Farming Simulator 25. If you do have the Intel iCore 7 processor, you guys are also covered there as well, because that is compatible for both systems. Just to let you guys know, Steam also has their own operating system. Valve has, in fact, made the official announcement. Steam OS is now out and it is available. So I don't know if they're going to be using artificial intelligence or not. You guys be the judge. Definitely do check that out. If you do download either one of those, if you download either Steam operating system or if you do download Linux operating system, make sure that you guys put that information from the downloads onto a thumb drive. Because if it's not on a thumb drive, it has to be a 32 gigabyte hard drive or bigger. If once your system actually if your BIOS decides to update and and you actually do have that information in your computer, your BIOS will automatically kick that out and you'll lose all that data and all your progress right there. So that's why I'm saying you definitely do want to put that onto a thumbstick, guys. So if it's on a thumbstick and your BIOS does update, that will not interrupt whatever system, whatever platform you're using, SteamOS or possibly even Linux. Neither one of those will have both of those will have no disruptions whatsoever. So you still actually have to be able to play that. And when you guys are done, if you see a thing pop up as soon as you insert your thumbstick at the end, right click on it, go down to eject and eject that, and you guys should have all your information safe. So therefore you wouldn't have a problem with any of the following stuff here, guys. So I definitely do hope that this does help you out. If it does, absolutely fantastic. And guys, it is now 9:03 p.m. As of tonight, I'm getting ready to sign off. If you guys would like to know more information about what I do, you guys can also go back and check out all my other videos. And hopefully, I have answered everybody's questions. If there's something else that you guys would like to know, if you guys want to know more about also how to run A/B tests, I can show you guys how to do that too. At times, I definitely recommend running a full scan. Once you scan your system for any type of viruses, if your PC does have a virus, you will be given an option to resolve the issue. Once you resolve it, that should kill the virus and your computer should come off life support. So, again, guys, I'm definitely going to go ahead and wrap this up for the night. I definitely do want to thank each and every single one of you again for being a part of the channel. Also, for my moderators, also for all my viewers, I definitely do want to thank you guys as well for being the biggest part of the channel. Big shout out to each and every single one of you. Oh, and by the way, all my wonderful viewers out here, I definitely do want to thank you guys again. So, even a big shout out to all my viewers. So, again, if you do have questions about something, feel free to let me know. Leave a comment in the comment section. I would be checking those at the end of every live stream. If I see a question in there, I will try to answer that to the best of my ability and also to the best of my knowledge. So, again, guys, as always, I'm getting ready to sign off for the night. And most of all, be safe, stay sharp, stay frosty, and most of all, stay vigilant. Until next time, be aware of what's going on around you guys. But until then, thanks for watching. I love you guys. I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.